As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Matt Ryan ready to quarterback the Atlanta Falcons here on the offensive side of the football. Week 2, Matt Ryan bounced back from a poor performance Week 1 in Minnesota and helped the Falcons earn the 24-20 win against Philadelphia. But I'll tell you what, Charles, that was an eventful way to get a victory.
It certainly was, but how about the way that Matt Ryan spread the ball to his wide receivers, Calvin Ridley, big early, and, of course, the huge play by Julio Jones down the stretch with a key block from tackle Jake Matthews to ice that game. Matty Ice, did you see what I did there?
I do, yeah.
To ice that game for the Falcons, evening their record at 1-1.
Matt Ryan, all told, 320 yards, 3 touchdown passes.
X3, 218, jump. Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Time to go, night. Hey, 58, get out.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On 3rd down, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive. First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Big ass. Kill. Shoot. Hatchet.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Foster, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
As Atlanta comes back out here on offense, CD, I just wanted to ask you about the NFC South. You got the Breeze injury. Nobody knows what's going on with Cam in Carolina. No team is at 2-0, so the Falcons at 1-1. They may be in a pretty good position.
They certainly are, and it's one of the more volatile divisions year in and year out in the NFL. How many times have we seen a team go from worst to first? And Tampa Bay's 1-1. So, as you noted, this division now in flux a little bit. Atlanta's got to feel great about that win against Philadelphia. Gets them back on the beam, and they're hoping that they can take control in the NFC South.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Freeman. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Hey, Tuesday.
A gain of 4.
80 weapons.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Check.
58 to Mike.
You on. 5.
From the 38, Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, C6. 51.
I'm coming up to you. 58 to Mike. 58.
Hey, South.
Let him know.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-6. Pull it hard. Hey, express. Hey, echo.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Hey, alert 3. Check.
Got it. 11. Check.
58, boys. 58, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Base.
Kill.
39. Ready to go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd down and goal. Ryan, Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Bryan is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The second year to analyze, Charles, what Arizona has done so far this year is they bring their offense back onto the field. 2 tough games to start the Murray-Kingsbury era. No wins to show for, but you mentioned it earlier. Week 1, you battle back. You get the tie against Detroit, and then a 1-score loss against a very good Baltimore team on the road. So maybe something to build on.
I think so because I think the tie with Detroit holds up a little bit better after 2 weeks when Detroit beat the Los Angeles Chargers last week. That's a big win. So that tells you that Detroit team you're playing, it might be a little bit better than what people think. Going down the road, though, 2 home games. First against Carolina, who's struggling a little bit. And in the first big test in the division, they've got to go take on the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously not easy, but I think Kyler Murray is growing rapidly at the quarterback position. And I think that overall, this Cardinals team is playing better than expected.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Takk McKinley able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. He's up. He's checking.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Check.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Well, there was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Murray with a third and long. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Check three. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now here we go on fourth down with Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Murray now on first down. David Johnson here on the catch. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the third player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check 99.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Gonzalez's kick is good. We have hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they start the second half with Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
On second down, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ryan looking in zone for... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A first down carry here for Johnson. Yeah, pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Ineligible receiver.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch. He's moving. He's moving, boys. Moving. Mike, check. 59.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 41 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. 3rd and long, Murray from his end zone. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Check 52.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mike, check, 59.
Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Kill. Turn it up. Turn it up. Orbit.
First down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, hold on. Check 59. Will, screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
On first and 10, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now it's Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought... Down at the 5. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On 1st down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. Come on. 3 down. Check, crunch.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. A quick hitter complete. It's Bird. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Check, 59.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, she never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship.